Godzilla Kong the New Empire hits this month, and BBTS is going to have a ton of stuff you can pick up. Check it out at the link in the description.
Dragon Ball, horror, kaiju, and more. Steven's Toy Reviews.
Hello there, collectors. It's Steven here, and welcome to another
Figure Fight.
We're here with our first ever rematch for a title fight, and what a fight it is. Hiya versus SH MonsterArts. We have the Hiya Translucent Heat Ray Godzilla versus the SH MonsterArts Godzilla 2019 poster color version. Last time we had the Hiya versus SH MonsterArts Atomic Breath Gojis go head to head. They were the standard paint schemes. But now in this rematch, they're clear blue. Mostly. Viewers, commenters, posters, so forth noted that if the SH MonsterArts poster color version went up against the normal Hiya, it would win. And now that Hiya has an equal contender of their own, it's time to put them head to head. As always, a fan poll is in the description, so head on over down there, click on it, and vote. Anyway, take a quick piss break, grab a snack, and then that bell will ring to start the
Figure Fight. Round 1.
Scale. We'll get right to the point on this one with scale, and I'll just echo the thoughts shortly from the last one, since, same song and dance. Hiya is in its own scale a larger one, so it doesn't work well with standard 6-inch most collectors might have. But bigger figures, it looks good, whereas the SH MonsterArts is the standard 6-inch. But if you want to mix and match and so forth, the point being that scale is going to be best for the respective figures, or back to you, a matter of tomato. Neither contender knocks down the other to get the point, so this round, it's a tie.
Round 2.
Price. You gotta pony up a pretty penny to get the SH MonsterArts poster color version, and with the difficulty of this one, it was bundled in with a set, so you needed to buy the set to get the figure. Of course, when we talk about the aftermarket, you can buy the figure separately. Regardless, you're going to have to spend at least triple Hiya's US distribution price of approximately $50. So, getting on the board for the first point, Hiya is going to lob a blow directly to the MonsterArts stomach and gets a point.
Round 3.
Articulation. Here's where things get a bit interesting this time around with the articulation. The joints are effectively the same with no differences, so the mechanics, the points, so forth are no different, so the outcome really won't change compared to the last one. However, here's what should be considered between them when comparing. The Hiya is made of a softer plastic compared to the original release, so it allows for a little bit better range of movement, a more fluid range if you will. You don't have to heat the figure up really to maximize everything essentially. For the SH MonsterArts, however, it's made entirely of translucent plastic, and while not entirely an issue per se, translucent plastic is a bit more susceptible to breaking and cracking under too much stress. So if something is stuck and you push it, it may not end well. Plus, you get lots of creaking, but that's going to be, your own issue if you don't like that. All considered, these points for both figures don't really change anything when we take a look at posing and so forth. So, like before, the SH MonsterArts is able to throw a right hook and get a point on the board.
Round 4.
Sculpt and paint. Here's probably the round you were looking forward to, because this is the make or break round and the reason why we're really going back for a rematch. We know Hiya and Tamashii Nations both are using the CGI info for their sculpts, and we know they worked to get the sculpt to get out those imperfections at this size best they can, and to have their own unique spin. For example, Yuji Sakai actually did the sculpt work to help with proportions and so forth, and to accommodate the articulation engineering. For the original figure fight, we saw how that with Hiya really knocking the SH MonsterArts lights out, with the big reason for that being the head sculpt. However, here we see a more natural, correct head for the SH MonsterArts, and in addition, we're looking at translucent properties. Hiya's take is really neat with a nice combination of blue dry brushing and tan wash with bright translucent blue plastic. This does look great and it provides a fantastic alternative to the original release. However, the translucent idea is only captured well with a lot of light. You can tell with a good guess the plates are clear, but the main body requires a lot of light to see through it. However, the SH MonsterArts, while intending to be a bit more of a specific, stylized poster look, encapsulates metallic paint applications on the dorsal plates, other parts of the body, in combination with unique dark color sprays throughout. This section is long, so let's go ahead and wrap it up here with a very short point. Hiya, you really tried, but next time you'll probably do better. SHMA with a sledgehammer directly over the head to get a point.
Round 5.
Accessories. Here's where we get a little dicey and things really aren't clear. The contenders are really standing toe-to-toe. Both combatants basically come with the same accessories with one exception. A beam and an alternate head part in some fashion to use it. The Hiya literally has a whole new head, and the SH MonsterArts comes with a new jaw part. Okay, so the quick pros and cons. The Hiya pros, a rather sturdy connection with a big, large beam. Great. Though the cons, this is going to be a soft plastic, so it may pop off a few times, and it does have rather limited range, which does play in part to the articulation. You can check out my review for a full expanded look on that. For the SH MonsterArts Pros, we have the jaw piece, which can support the beam, and with the articulation, it does have a wide range of movement. But something else is that there is going to be a poster backdrop included, since this is meant to send the point home. This is the poster color version. However, there is no support stand for the beam, despite there being a hole in it. And if you keep popping the jaw part on and off, will this cause cracking and breaking and stressing over time? And is it really going to hold up with weight? So the point being here, they're going to go toe-to-toe. Is one better than the other? This is basically going to have to be back to you making the purchase. And honestly, objectively, which one is better? I think it's fair to say this is going to have to be a tie.
Final bell.
And coming back into the ring with a win, scoring 2 against 1, is the SH MonsterArts. While the Hiya is cheaper, the overall execution of the translucent figure and articulation isn't on its side. But they go toe-to-toe and can't outpace each other in scale or accessories. Quite the back and forth when it comes to Godzilla. Looks like this series is in a tie right now. When we look at this figure fight, all actually keep in mind again, this is a Tale of the Tape series, and looking at each factor totaling up the points, and the one with the most wins. Can everyone get the poster color version? No. Do I even like that one more? Who knows? That's not what this video is for. All I can say is if you want another rematch, you want another toe-to-toe between Hiya and SH MonsterArts when it comes to Godzilla, I have a feeling Godzilla Kong the New Empire will give us another chance. What did you think about this one? Did the ref make any bad calls, miss a low blow, a point called wrong? Drop in the comments below and vote in the community poll in the description. Also, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and stick around for more Monsterverse goodness. Take care, good luck, and I'll catch ya in the next video.